My 37F husband, 40M, is having an affair with my adoptive niece, 20F. I found out last week. I came home from work early and I heard them in her room having sex. She was screaming his name and I felt so disgusted and sad. I left the house and came back when I was supposed to and they were acting like nothing. My brother adopted her and to be fair we never really met her. She came to live with us for college and it was out third or fourth time seeing her. I just don't understand. After that everything was clearer. She's so touchy and giggly with him and he's also so loving and playful. He has been abusive the last few years. He stopped when she came here, but when we were alone things were the same until a year ago when he started to ignore me completely. I guess that's when they began to sleep together. I get it. My niece is really beautiful and I'm not. I just don't know how to tell my brother. I don't know if I should confront him or leave without saying something. You definitely need to leave, but you also need to let your brother know that his adoptive daughter is sleeping with your husband. Sorry for your situation. But I don't care how pretty she is. There's never a reason to have an affair, and the fact that he was abusive to you before the affair? You need to get out of that situation fast. You need to have a sit down with your brother and tell him exactly when and where this happened. And your suspicions about the timeline. She may be a legal adult, but this is predatory and disgusting. People don't cheat because the other person is prettier or more handsome. They do it because they have no fucking morals. Your husband is scum and predatory. Divorce him and make sure everyone knows why. You deserve better. Tell your brother exactly what happened and divorce immediately. Cheating alone is enough to leave. But the fact that he was basically preying on your niece is quite disgusting. You need to prioritize leaving first and finding a safe space for yourself. You said your husband has been abusive. So get out as soon as you can. Take money, clothes, and necessities for a few days to a couple weeks. Then once you have a safe place to stay, or maybe your brother can offer it, reach out to your brother and tell him what's going on. I mean, the girl is an adult. But this is going to have a ripple effect in your family. Please do not think that it's because the niece is really beautiful and I'm not. This is not your fault. Happy people are beautiful. I am sure that you will be so beautiful when you rid yourself of this albatross and you are happy. Again. Do not tell your brother yet. He may confront his daughter or your husband, both of which will alert your husband. Talk to a lawyer first, preferably a couple of lawyers if you can, so you can get the best one available because you need a very good lawyer. Then follow the lawyer's direction. Only tell people when you have a plan in place for yourself. Get everything in order. Money, your things. Divorce lawyer. The lawyer will also recommend what to do about the house, if you should stay or try to throw them out. After you initiated and secured some of the things mental, you tell your brother that he needs to get her and how betrayed you feel. Make that very clear because both betrayed your trust and are not family. Then you throw both to the curb. Get evidence, preferably by a spy cam where they are having sex. Open a new bank account and get some money in it. See what is on your name. Decide if you want to leave or if you want him to leave. If you want or have to leave, locate a place for you to go to and whatever furniture you will need. Talk to a divorce lawyer. Hold off on telling your brother unless you believe he won't fly off the handle until you are ready. Decide on when you want to go. Get your new place, furniture, and then start moving some of your stuff there, especially anything important to you that you can get out. When you are set, get them out of the house somehow and then move the rest of your stuff. Leave copies of the evidence and the divorce papers. Send the evidence to your brother. Announce why you are leaving to family and friends so you control the narrative. Of course you're beautiful. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If you want a divorce, first get your ducks in a row. Go talk to a lawyer and start the process. Start saving money to be able to move out. Once you're ready, move out, or ask your brother, as you can stay with him for a bit, and once you're there, explain the situation. You're an amazing person, your husband is an ass and so is she. You took her in to help her, this isn't how she should be paying you back. Speak to a divorce lawyer first. The fact that he was abusive. Do you have evidence? I think after you talk to a lawyer, you need to figure out how to get him out of the house and then have an intervention with your brother to make sense into his stepdaughter. If he was abusive, maybe she'll realize it's messed up and her actions are also messed up. She should live in college dorm or somewhere she could not take him. You need to divorce him and inform your family. Step 1. You contact your brother and let him know his daughter needs somewhere else to stay. Tell him what happened and that your husband has a history of being abusive, so she needs to not be there when you let him know you're divorcing him. Make whatever arrangements are necessary. Let him know that you need a bit of time to prepare your escape, so he should wait a day or two before saying anything to your niece. This is about protecting her, but she may also be loyal to him. Alternatively, if your brother is violent, don't tell him but make your own arrangements to get her out of the house. Step 2. Talk to a lawyer first thing in the morning to know what you need to do next to get the divorce rolling and to find out if you can legally kick him out. Discuss the pros and cons of also getting a restraining order. Step 3. Get support from a DV advocate immediately. Step 4. Serve him with divorce papers or whatever other procedure applies in your situation in order to separate as soon as tomorrow, and do whatever is possible to stay safe. This can include going to a DV shelter. Step 5. Follow up with the niece, directly or through her father, depending on how things play out, to let her know you're not mad at her, that your husband is the person who betrayed you, etc. Lawyer up, ASAP. That should be your first move before disclosing with anyone. Please lawyer up before talking to any family, etc. So this appalling. You need to remove her from your home. Tell your brother why you are kicking her out. File for divorce after you get the evidence you need. Woody Allen? I'd be telling everyone everything and leaving. Sorry op. This is awful. If it was really about her being pretty young and hot, he would hire a prostitute. Whenever you hear someone using that to validate an affair, what is really between the lines of their ego is so fragile they needed to feel wanted by someone pretty young and hot. Someone who they felt had better options but they somehow nabbed. And it's all superficial. It's not like they're trying to bang the world's funniest, smartest or richest woman. They needed superficial, socially reinforced measurements of attractiveness to feel that bit of ego boost. Which is really pathetically basic. What a shallow measure of worth. It must be sad to be that kind of adult. And I have been that. I was dumped and hurt and reveled in banging the hottest, biggest dick-swinging guys to feel like I could do better. But were they better? Nope. Because I wasn't seeing them as whole human beings. I was too hurt to do that. And that's a sad place to be. Lucky it was a lapse in my usual lovely character. Tell your brother. I am aware of how young she is. And timelines may mean she was much younger and more vulnerable when he targeted her. Whether legal or not, there are reasons that university lecturers, coaches, etc. are not meant to be sexually engaging with their charges. Because it's predatory. He may not be strictly a pedophile. But you should feel absolutely revolted that he is a predator. There is no winning when your morals are that gross. Just leave and ghost, especially if you guys don't have kids. Just let your brother know he's abusive, but they're both adults who can make their own choices.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.